I'm live. Hi, folks. It's been a while on here. Um, I just recently got kicked off of Facebook for a little while, so I wanted to come back on here because I've got a Loonie Liberal Power Hour to deliver for my two fans back on Facebook. So I had been on here prior for 5 minutes here and there and everywhere else talking about random things. This was back prior to it was right around when Trump started. But I have since gotten this Loonie Liberal Power Hour thing that I do, which is just me getting on here and bullshitting for an hour. I enjoy it. It's something I like to do. And I think it's good times for it. It's been a little while. Like I said, I haven't been able to do any lives on Facebook for a while now. It's been a couple weeks. Since then, some really good things have happened. I ain't gonna lie. Some good things have happened. I want the people to know that I've spent most of my time the last week or so going after the far left. Okay. For the longest time, I've been in the trenches with the deplorables, just abusing them, smoking them, whatever other cool word for educating them means, enlightening them. I want to get YouTube caught up with my Facebook Looney Tune Liberal Power Hour. And I also want to go in and say hi to the folks in Facebook too. So this helps me out both ways. Now, normally I find focus, but I really didn't have any focus. I'm just infused with the greatness that I've seen in the Democratic National Convention. I actually sat and watched it in between messing with communists. I mean, like I said, for 4 years, at least 4 years now, I've been what I call tending. I go in and I start commenting on things that I don't like. And I tell them why I don't like it. I tell them why I think it's stupid, why I think it's ignorant, why I think they're wrong. I'm a keyboard warrior for Jesus. I've got credentials. It's all over Facebook. And I know maybe you don't find that something that's noble or worthy or whatever. I don't care. I don't care if anybody likes what I do. I do what I do because I'm compelled to do it. And maybe it makes a difference, maybe it doesn't. Either way, it's something I'm compelled to do. Now, I got to talk about Obama. Because honestly, this is where this all started. When a bunch of old conservative white males had to start getting told what to do by a black man in the White House, they didn't like it. That's the beginning of this great crisis that we find ourselves in. Because make no mistake, we're in a crisis. We're on the verge of losing our democracy, just like President Obama told you the other night. What he did last night by calling out Trump like that as an ex-president, he completely threw out the rule book. See, the only reason that Trump got by last time is because most people, like Obama, like Hillary, like Biden, like Bush, like Reagan, like all these politicians that all of a sudden we don't like, all these politicians, they have a certain level of decorum that they must honor. They understand that our Republican democracy calls for a certain amount of decorum. I'm not asking you to be politically correct. You don't have to be politically correct. You can have a personality. But there's certain things that you, as the president of the United States, you must carry yourself in a certain way. Okay? And I've mentioned these over and over again. One thing you can't do when you're the president is talk about establishing a religion. You can't do that. Another thing you can't do is talk bad about the press. You got to take the press giving you shit. That's their job. That's their right. It's right there in the First Amendment. You have to pay people a certain amount of respect. You are an employee and you are privileged to hold that seat. That is a seat that you respect, that you honor, and that you carry yourself in a certain way. And most all of the politicians that everybody hate now, whether they did right things or left things, they always kept it in the framework of the Constitution. And they always had a certain amount of decorum and respect for the other side. Yeah, they're going to play dirty. And yeah, they're going to talk shit and they're going to sabotage and they're going to play politics. But there's a line. At the end of the day, we're all Americans. For the last 4 years, people who are acting un-American are in charge of this country. And I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you why. How are I'm going to try and move forward with Obama's message, which was very righteous, profound, historical. He put his nuts on the chopping block yet again. He waited this long to break the fucking rules. He carried himself in a good manner. Yeah, he talked shit on Trump, but he always did it in an educated, intelligent manner. He was fucking slaying Trump so bad, Trump's too stupid to even know he was getting slayed. Okay? See, there's a certain amount of class that you must bring to the presidency. Trump has no class. Zero class. Zed, zilch, nada, nothing. He has no class. So, the problem with that is that makes America look like it doesn't have no class. Do you understand that? Deplorables, do you get that? If Trump can talk down to women, that means that America talks down to women. If Trump can hate Mexicans and hate Muslims and hate black people and hate everybody on the face of the planet, then that means America does too. You got to understand that the presidency transcends the rest of us. America transcends the rest of us. We don't have to like it. We just have to follow these pillars. We have to have a certain amount of respect. We have to worry about logic and reason and justice and fairness and being thoughtful. That's the basic notion of our country. In order to form a more perfect union. That's a central principle of our government, of our country. It's what makes us fucking great, folks. That notion. The the grand experiment, the great idea to let the people rule themselves, to let the people steer our society. Not a monarch, not a dictator, the people. This is about the will of the people. Now, the will of the people transcends individuals. America transcends individuals, but yet America seeks to empower individuals, give individuals freedom. So it's a messy business, our grand experiment, you see. It was a very liberal idea. It's still a very liberal idea. How do we expect people to agree and compromise and rule themselves? That's a tough process. We're going to have bumps in the road. Things are going to happen that people don't like, but they're going to have to live with. Having a black man in the White House is one of those things you're going to have to live with. Having a black woman in the White House is something you're going to have to live with. Liberal-minded folks that care about adapting to change and helping our society evolve righteously is something you're going to have to live with. You don't have to like it. You still get to be whatever you want to be over here. But you don't get to hold everybody else back. You're not allowed to do that in America. America adapts to change. It gets better. It takes what works and makes it better. That's what we've always done. The reason that we are the big dog is because we continue to conquer change. We continue to get better. We do not know our ceiling. We don't know how good we can get. All throughout history, you'll find a lot of things, a lot of different forms of government that fail miserably over and over again, repeatedly. We got something good here, folks. We've got something righteous, something very liberal. But of course, we want to be rooted in conservative too, folks. I don't deny that. I would never deny that we need conservative roots. But the things about some conservative roots is they tend to rot. They tend to turn to dust and be obsolete and not matter anymore. Do you really want to live by the Old Testament? Or do you prefer the New Testament? Do you really think that women should be barefoot and pregnant and in the kitchen all the time? You don't think women are worthy or good enough to lead? Because that's what you did to Hillary. That's exactly what you did to Hillary. You let your bias and your prejudice and your ignorance deny that woman the chance that she absolutely earned and deserved. Regardless if you like her or if you don't like her. To me personally, she turns me off. Because, yeah, she's got more balls than me. And she's got more balls than you. And that's a fairly certain absolute. Sure, I think me and her, we could go rounds. I'd have fun talking to Hillary and going at Hillary. I would love to do that. I think that would be fun. But there's no denying what that woman's done for this country, her service to this country, her credentials, her absolute understanding of what needs to be done every single day in that house. Trump doesn't have it. He's never had it. He was just there for attention and to have a rich boy money grab. That's what happened, folks. Plain and simple, and you got to come to terms with it. Obama tried to tell you that in a nice way. Everybody, all the politicians are trying to candy coat it for you because they don't want you to get crazy. They don't want you to get scared. Trump does. Trump wants you to be crazy and get scared. But real leaders don't want you to be crazy and get scared. They just want you to understand that Trump is un-American. He don't care about America. And he doesn't care about you. Period. If you don't know that by now, then you're just like him. You're a bully. You want to be a nationalist. You want to make everybody Christian. You care about the economy more than life. You think it's okay to take away mailboxes so people can't vote in the middle of a pandemic. You think these things are cool. They're all right. That's okay. You're allowed to do that. That's cool. You think it's okay for an unfair trial in our Congress, in our most sacred houses. You think it's okay for the fucking law to be unfair. You think that's cool, funny. Way to go, guys. You slid one by him on that. You think that's cool. That's un-American. You're not a patriot. You're a traitor. Donald Trump is a traitor. And that's the truth, guys. It's the truth. And I'm not going to candy coat it for you, but Obama will, Michelle will, Biden will, Kamala will. Even Republicans are coming in and telling you in no uncertain terms, Donald Trump is fucking up our country and you are letting him do it. That's what they're telling you. In no uncertain terms, folks. This ain't a mystery. This ain't Sherlock Holmes. This ain't something that we're trying to pull the wool over your eyes. We're showing you what's going on. We're telling you how. We're telling you why. And you all talk about how you love the Constitution. How can you love the Constitution if you think it's okay for the President of the United States to abuse the First Amendment, to create undesirables, to allow our elderly to be expendable, to just not take responsibility at all? He don't. Nothing is his fault. That's not a fucking leader, folks. That's a goddamn con man. That's a charlatan. That's somebody who has taken advantage of his position and the power that you guys gave him to pat his pockets and get some attention and throw some rallies and make his buddies rich and gain some influence. And he don't give a flying fuck about America. And he don't care about Americans either. He cares about Donald Trump. He always has. He always will. Now, I don't know what else to say to you guys after 4 years of watching it happen right in front of your face. I don't know what else I can say to you. But I do know that what I've seen from the Democrat side. Now, I'll tell you, I don't consider myself a Democrat. People ask me, I'm a motherfucking American. I vote for the people that I see, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds like a good fucking idea. Let's do that. That's how I vote. My eyes, my ears, boom. I don't care if they're a Democrat. I don't care if they're a Republican. I don't care if they're independent. I don't care if it, I don't care. I know what I see. I know what I think. I know what I hear. I know what I feel. And that's how I vote. And frankly, it has all been Democrat. You look at the timeline of the things that go on. Reagan gave us trickle down, which is just bullshit, rich people stuff that is just absurd. Trickle down my ass. He empowered rich people and businesses and brought war. And then poor Bush, he got saddled with another one. And then here comes Slick Willie. And Slick Willie fixed all that shit up and made it about the people again and took care of the fucking people again. And we started doing better. Then they fucked Gore and gave it to Little Bush. And Little Bush brought back more war and fucked shit up again. And then it come along Obama. And Obama sent shit skyrocketing again. But he pissed off a lot of fucking white people in the process. Stupid, ignorant, selfish, greedy, conservative, Christian, white nationalists. That's who he pissed off. And there's a bunch of yins out there. Christian right by itself is 100 million, it seems. So there's plenty of you guys out there that for some stupid reason think you're better than everyone else. And you was somehow rubbed the wrong way by a classy, liberal, educated black man in the White House. And then you were also really pissed off that we had the audacity to try and slide a woman by you next. And that's what it comes down to for the majority of the deplorables, in a nutshell, right there. That's the truth. Deep down inside, where you don't want to talk about it in public because you know what it really means. You know how people are really going to take that. So you don't really want to come out and say, yeah, I didn't want him there and I didn't want her there. You ain't going to say that. You say other things. You make them look bad. Believe birther. Get all pissy about Benghazi. You'll look for other reasons to say, well, she's not good enough. He's not good enough. But really, you just didn't like the black man there and you didn't want the woman there. Plain and simple. Just admit it, man. Admit it. Be honest. Be fair. For America's sake, be fair. Now, I really don't even know if the audio's working on this. I don't know who will watch it and who doesn't. I don't even give a shit. What I do give a shit about is, though, what I give a shit about is humanity in America and our righteous notions and my fellow man and my fellow woman and everybody's kids and teaching people and finding truth and being thoughtful and loving one another. That's what I care about. And we're not doing much of that anymore. Now, I see a lot of people on the TV because I don't watch TV much unless I'm watching, a movie or basketball or something. I don't watch like the news. That's not how I soak up my knowledge and my understanding. I don't watch that much anymore. But I did turn on the convention. I turned it on. I also started seeing Facebook through different eyes lately. Before in my one profile, I always just got people around me in my neck of the woods. But recently, I have gotten on another profile and I just abuse the people I may know button and just and I have ran into tons of people who are all about Biden and Harris and are saying the same things I'm saying. Now, of course, there's not a lot of people in my neck of the woods that are saying it, but there are a lot of people saying it everywhere else. And that's encouraging to me. Not to mention the fact that I'm also having this, I've gotten in, like I said, I've always tended the deplorables, my leeches. I always tell the nationalists and the conservatives and the Christians and the people that think they're better than everyone over here that voted for that dumb punk ass that's in there now. I've always had my battles with them. That's just fun for me. But lately, the last couple days, I've been going at it with the other side, the far left. I've been going at it with some communists. They tell you straight up, I'm a communist. They're proud of it. They think it's the way, the light, and the truth. Okay. What neither one of these two extremes understand, you have the deplorables who are extremely on the right. You have the communists that are extremely on the left. The capitalists. These ideals are natural enemies. They exist on poles, extremes. Okay? America is not extreme. America seeks the gray. America seeks the middle ground. So we can help as many people as we can help. We don't want a world that's extremely to the right side, and we don't want a world that's extremely to the left side. We want a world that takes up the middle. And we bring everyone in. Sure, you're allowed to exist out on the right. You're allowed to exist out on the left. But you can't drive the middle. And that's what both of you sons of bitches are trying to do. And you both call everybody in the middle each other. So if you're a deplorable, you call everybody in the middle a commie. If you're a commie, you call everybody in the middle a deplorable. That's how they roll. And then they got everybody in the middle fighting each other. Now, there's not very many of them on the left. There's not very, you're going to be hard to find somebody that's going to tell you, yeah, I'm a fucking crazy liberal. I'm a loony liberal. I may play that on TV, but my true ideology is not loony liberal. I know how to play a role. I know to fuck with deplorables. I know how to get down and dirty in the trenches with people. It's kind of what I do in a lot of ways. But the point is that these extremes are trying to steer us. We have the extreme right in charge, who's calling everybody the extreme left. And the extreme left is over there. You guys are all a bunch of fucking deplorables. And juicing back up the deplorables. You got the extremes controlling America right now and making everyone else extreme. Make people extremely crazy, extremely stressed out, extremely burdened by pandemic, extremely burdened by lack of health care, or their job's gone, or something's fucked up. 6 feet, masks, whatever. Shit sucks right now here, dude. Is America great again yet? I keep asking that. I keep asking people, are we great again yet? Because this don't fucking look great, and I don't even see how this could get great. If you've got a idea for me about how this could get great, please bring it out. Let me hear it. How's this getting great? Because to me, it just seems like it's going closer to the edge. And it's going to fall right off the cliff. And it's going to crash into a million pieces. And there's going to be a big, huge explosion. And we're going to wake up one day and there is not going to be any democracy. America will not be America anymore. What makes America great is going to be gone. And you've got some of the most brilliant political minds telling you that. Some of the most brilliant political minds of our time are telling you that. Lifelong public servants are telling you that you are losing America right in front of your eyes. And I know you guys don't like experts. You don't like to listen to the people that study these things, that know these things, that are absolutely qualified to tell you these things. You guys don't like them guys, huh? You don't want to listen to nobody who knows what the fuck they're talking about. You'd rather listen to the stupid punk ass rich boy, huh? And his pillow man. And some dumb redneck from down the street. You'd rather listen to stupid fucking people than people who actually know what the fuck they're talking about. That's where we're at right now, guys. It's reached that pitch. It's to the point now that we must tell you about yourselves. You've given us no more choice. We have to get to the point where we say, you know what? We can't even listen to you anymore. Because all you are is noise. All you are is more trouble, more problem. We need to focus on fixing things. Like Biden's been saying, building back better. Because you guys fucked it up again. Make no mistake, you fucked it up again. You've come to the end of your rope with the GOP and the Republicans. They are compromised out the yin-yang. But what I see from the Democrats is unity. I see everybody standing behind Biden. I see Republicans coming to support Biden. I see everybody on that side firmly behind Biden's leadership. Because you know why? Because Biden has always been underneath, doing good things, taking care of women, helping people out in this country. He didn't have to put on a show. show. He didn't have to be fancy. He didn't have to talk the panties off of people. He just did his work. And that's what all of them said. In a time when it's easy for these people, to divide us. They're all coming together and standing behind Biden and Kamala. All of them. And if you notice, every time there was a bunch of presidential candidates on that side, but every time that one of them dropped out, Biden called him. Good job. Be proud of yourself. You did good. They were right there to endorse him as soon as he dropped out. Because he wasn't about being flashy. He was about being a leader. And he's got experience. He's got credentials. He's the man for the job now. And you know what? Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you. Even if he is drifting into Alzheimer's, I don't give a fuck. Joe Biden drifting into Alzheimer's is better than Donald Trump. There, I said it. Now we got to deal with it. If I can just get a moment of clarity from Joe Biden every day, it's still going to be better than fucking Trump. Because you know why? Because Joe Biden's going to have a good team. He's going to have good people behind him. He's already got good people right there with him. He's not going to be counting on dirty lawyers and people that benefit from fucking destroying our country. He's going to count on statesmen and stateswomen and people who care about our democracy and our government and our fucking country. He's not going to have a bunch of leeches. He's going to have a bunch of public servants. Now, I tell you this because I know what I'm talking about. Unlike the vast majority of you, I know what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you that if you don't vote blue, you might as well just go vote for Russia. That's the red you're voting for. Good old Mother Russia. And big business. And Christian right. And nationalism. And some extreme shit that you're really not prepared for. But, hey man, you do you, right? I'll do me, you do you. That's America, right? You're allowed to be you. We have to deal with you to a certain extent, right? We gave you 4 years. Seriously, you ain't fucked shit up enough yet? Really? I mean, seriously. You got your 4 years there. You got your turn. Is shit not fucked up again? Okay, then you should let the people who actually know what the fuck they're talking about do their job now. Okay, you want to talk about career politicians? Okay, but you notice there's a lot of young ones coming in. There's a lot of young, strong women, for one. A shit ton of strong, intelligent women that are coming to kick your ass. And I hope you're ready for it. Because they ain't backing down like they used to. The snowflakes are here. We're right here. We beat you with this. We don't need this and our guns. We beat you with this. We beat you with this. That's liberal. We actually care about people, okay? And we're just as strong as you. We just don't have to pretend like we're strong. We don't have to act strong. We don't have to go to violence right as a rule, right? That's our first option. Okay, I'll beat you up. That's what Trump does. That's Trump's mentality. That's the deplorable mentality. I've proved it over and over again on Facebook. I might have a record for the amount of threats on Facebook. I might. I should be at least top 10. Top 10 of all time. Right here, you're looking at it. I've had more people threaten to beat me up than I don't know. Somebody who gets beat up a lot. I don't know. I'm just saying that you guys are pretty known to be aggressive. And I understand there's a call for that. There's a need for that. There's certain professions that's a good idea to have some aggression. I get it. I get it. I have that aggression too. I just don't wear it on my sleeve. It's not a very big part of me, but it's there if I need it. I just choose other avenues most of the time. I don't like to impose my will. I'm not that type of person. I've never been. Unless I feel that I absolutely need to impose my will. And then I usually do. But that's just me. Enough about me. Let's get back to, in the last 20 minutes, back to a little bit of focus. It's good for me to have a little bit of focus. And I want to get back to the beginning of this whole mess. And I've stated it over and over again, and I've backed it up with facts. And I've backed it up with, I've got a very good working theory. Nobody can really deny it. All they can do is talk about how stupid and dumb I am. Whatever. Okay. I'm lazy. I'm a bum. I'm a welfare recipient. I'm a no good, crazy liberal. I'm off my meds. Whatever. Okay. But the truth is that the proof is in the pudding. All you got to do is go back there and look, and you'll see it. It's there. It's a good theory. I've got my brain wrapped around what's going on pretty well. And what started this particular dumpster fire. Now, there's underlying seeds everywhere, all throughout history. It started, like I said, this particular thing started with emancipation, Jim Crow, black man in the White House. That's the historical progression for it. That we're at that third one. But it also started back when we tried to become equal from a monarchy. When we declared independence from a king. You ain't allowed to subject us. You're not allowed to pretend like you're better than us. We take care of ourselves. We rule ourselves. We don't let anybody else tell us what to do. And that should have went for women and black people, and that's the fight again. That's the fight again. We're having that same fight. But now they want to include all of us because now they're including Democrats and liberals and old people and poor people. They have all kinds of labels for us. But basically, the label is enemy. They consider us the enemy because it's in their nature to do so. But what started it with these guys that declare us the enemy is because we had the balls and the audacity to think what Barack Obama was doing was good for this country. We had the audacity to care about a black man in the White House and say, you know what, that guy is doing a good job. I don't give a flying fuck what color he is. He's helping people out, trying to get people health care, trying to build infrastructure, getting dicked every time he turns around by somebody. But yet he's still getting shit done for people. You know what? I like that guy. And there was a lot of people that liked him. And they knew, even if they didn't like Hillary, they knew Hillary would at least try to keep us going in that direction. Keep us going. Let's see what you can do. You've been around long enough. You paid your dues. Give it a shot, chick. What are you intimidated by a strong woman now? You can't let her have a shot? She earned it. Barack came and took it. Obama came and took it. And he ran with it. And he did a good job with it. History will prove that. Was he perfect? No. Would Hillary been perfect? No. But it all started with you guys even pretending that Trump could be as good as Hillary for that job. No black man, no woman. We'll just let a punk ass bitch rule us. That's what you did. And then you just, okay, yeah, do whatever you want, man. Just go ahead, do whatever you want. We don't care. Yeah, we'll defend it. We'll promote it. We'll deny all the truth. We'll say everybody else is the enemy. We'll talk bad about the press and hate our family members that aren't deplorable with us. How dare you stand up to me, boy? It's just another case of the older generation, the conservative end of humanity, trying to hold the rest of us back again. Like I said, in my timeline, the British loyalists, they were trying to hold us. No, we got to stay with Britain. Well, I'm scared. I don't know if we can do it on our own. We got to stay with Britain. Them Confederates, no, man, we can't get rid of slavery. We can't. I need slavery. I need it. Jim Crow stuff. We can't let them guys fuck up our shit, man. We got to have Jim Crow. If we don't have Jim Crow, man, them guys are going to go crazy. And now it's the same thing again. We can't let them black guys be in the White House. We can't let women be in charge. Are you fucking crazy? See, it's the same shit. Stupid. Ignorant. Conservative shit. I just don't know what to say to you guys anymore. I don't. I do. I can talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. We can talk about some other stuff too if you want. But right now, what's most important is what I'm talking about. I hope you guys realize that. Sure, I'd love to talk about basketball's on for the first time in a while. Woohoo! I can't really get into it because it'll make my blood boil and I want to go play. I probably should go play. That's probably what I'll do. I'm going to go mow Pop's yard and I'm going to play some ball sometime this weekend. There it is. I'm coming out of retirement. I'm going to come play some ball. I hope that there's somebody down at the fire department in case I need an ambulance. I might have to bring some oxygen. But I'm going to do it. Now, got about 10 more minutes. And for the last 10 minutes, I just want to discuss something about myself that I've recently found out. and this is troubling to me. I've realized that I'm the bitch in my relationship. I just am. I come home and I do the cleaning and I take care of the kids and I do the dishes and I take care of the dogs. And I'm like the house bitch in my relationship. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm used to cleaning, I'm used to doing all that stuff. I'm very in touch with my feminine side. I've been surrounded by females and I know damn well how to do female work. It doesn't bother me. It's really not a chauvinist thing that it upsets me. I don't think that's what upsets me so much. I don't even know why it upsets me. I don't think it does upset me. I just think I feel, like that quintessential or stereotypical female. I mean, she gets to just come in and chuck her stuff all over the place and not care about nothing and leave fucking messes all over the place. And I got to go clean it up. She just chucks the fucking garbage over by the garbage can somewhere. She just like, oh yeah, do the laundry for me. Now, granted, she works her ass off. That woman, she's wears the pants. She's going to go be a cop. She's working 50 hours a week out elsewhere. She's a badass chick, man. If she was a man, she'd have big balls. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm just saying that I never pictured myself as the bitch. I just never did. I never pictured myself, personally, Lance, as the bitch. Now, I'm sure others have. Gay guys find me attractive. I think I might give off that vibe, but I'm really not. I'm 100% heterosexual. I mean, I like women. I like females. That's my thing. I mean, I'm not totally saying, maybe I just haven't found the right man. I don't know that. But I'm not a giver. I'm not a taker. I mean, I have an affliction for anything around my butt. I can't handle it. It's uncomfortable for me. And I don't think that I could ever go that far with a man. But I enjoy male company. I want to cuddle with girls. I want to kiss girls. I want to love up on girls. But so I guess it is chauvinism. I guess in a way I'm chauvinist. I feel like just because I have a dick, I shouldn't be the bitch of the relationship. But I guess I am. It is what it is. And it's not just about female and male things. I mean, I would love to be a stay-at-home dad. That would be awesome. If I could find a way to get paid to be a stay-at-home dad, that'd be the best job in the whole wide world. But for some reason, I still feel like, just that nagging bitch. Every time she comes home, I feel like that nagging bitch. She's like, really, honey, you got to leave your boots there. Come on, honey, can you get something in the garbage can for me? Jesus Christ, honey, can you clean off your plates before you fucking put them in the sink? It's things like that I feel myself doing to her. And I understand because they were done to me at one time. I'm conflicted. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. I don't think that I'm just conflicted about being the bitch of the relationship. I don't know what to do with myself about it. But it needs to be done. That's what I got to do. I got to do what I got to do because I love the woman. And you got to do what you got to do for the relationship. But I'm saying that I guess I just don't feel comfortable. Maybe. I'm conflicted. I'm really conflicted. And it's from my upbringing. I mean, I still have a certain amount of gender role instilled in me. This is what men do, this is what women do. Everybody's got that, but I'm still conflicted with it. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know. I don't know. It's 5 minutes left after that nonsense. It's fine. I'm being honest. I'm just purging for you there for a second. I'm running you down for 50 minutes. The least I can do is tell you that I'm not perfect. I'm far from fucking perfect, folks. I'm not even close. I'm not like they say you're not even like in the ballpark. I'm not even the same fucking sport as perfect. Not even close. I have a lot of flaws. I can't think of any right now. Oh, I'm humble. I'm very humble. And that's a flaw sometimes. It's a flaw because I think that I should toot my horn a little bit more. I think that if I would have tooted my horn a little bit more all along, we might not be in this mess. That's how I kind of feel about myself. I feel empowered. I guess that's what I wanted to get on here and say. That's why I switched mediums and came back across the line to YouTube. I was very overwhelmingly compelled to tell you how empowered I was by a great man and great women. That whole Democratic convention fills me with hope again. It makes me see that there are a lot of people out there that still absolutely know what America is all about and really know what makes America great. And they are going to do what they need to do to make it great. They have found common ground, and that common ground is a righteous notion, is pillars, justice, love, thoughtfulness, honesty, being fair, trying our damnedest to use logic and reason to find truth, not spew a bunch of horse shit because it sounds good, but really dig deep and try to find the truth. Not do what's just easiest at the moment, but to figure out what are these hard things we need to do to make ourselves better. Nobody ever said that this was going to be easy. It's been too easy for us for too long. That's the problem too. Is for too long being American was too easy for us. Obviously, we needed to figure out, maybe that's why God sent us Trump. There you go. God sent us Trump because we had to learn how to fucking not have it so goddamn easy. We need to learn how to sacrifice again. We need to learn how to roll up our sleeves and do what we have to do for this fucking country. If that means telling a friend that they're full of shit, then that's what we got to do. If that means they're going to punch us in the face, okay. If that means hurting people's feelings, fine. If that means sacrificing a little tiny bit, that's what we're going to have to do, folks. Well, that's been an hour. And I still feel compelled. I still feel like I got more to give. I haven't got to get on the keyboard. I just wanted to tell you guys what I felt. I wanted to share. And I didn't have the chance to because I was unrighteously incarcerated for a crime that shouldn't even be a crime and denied my platform. So I had to come over here to this one and we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll be back. Thank you very much for your time, folks. Be good to each other, help each other, be safe. This has been your Loonie Liberal Power Hour with your host, Lance Richards. I didn't say that. That was my. This is your Loonie Liberal Power Hour with your host, Lance Richards. It's all done now. Deuces. Dumbass out.